Today's topic for discussion is a topic of plant pathology. The plant pathology is very important branch. Our country, it is a agriculture based country, and this plant pathology is very important because most of the crop, they get affected by several types of fungi, bacteria, viruses, and heavy losses of the crop is caused. Today's topic is classification. The pathologist classified plant diseases on the basis of causal agents. Causal organism of the plant disease. Which type of pathogens causes disease? Fungi causes disease. Bacterial pathogens are there which causes heavy losses of crop plants. Viral pathogens, mycoplasma, even mycoplasma causes several types of plant diseases, and again there are losses are caused. The classification made on the basis of causal agent, and on the basis of causal agent, the diseases, plant diseases are classified into two main groups. That is, number one, parasitic diseases or animate diseases. That means the disease which is caused by any living organism, any biological agency or any living organisms. They are called parasitic diseases or animate diseases. Another word for this, it is animate diseases. And another group of is non-parasitic diseases. Non-parasitic diseases or inanimate diseases. Okay, next. Let us see the parasitic diseases further divided into the following 7-8 groups. That is the fungal diseases, second bacterial diseases, viral diseases, mycoplasma diseases of plant, nematodal diseases of plant, diseases caused by protozoa, diseases caused by insects, diseases caused by some parasitic flowering plants. These are the groups. These are the groups of pathogenic organism on the basis of which the classification of plant diseases has been made. The fungal diseases of plant. This is a group of diseases. Every plant get affected by fungus, and on a single plant several types of fungi attack the infect and causes disease, but the fungi are host specific in nature. The fungal diseases of plants. The fungus causes a variety of plant diseases. The fungi consist of septate or non-septate hyphae. Only two types of hyphae occur in fungi, that is septate hyphae and non-septate hyphae. The non-septate hyphae, these are also called as cenocytic hyphae. The fungus may be endophytic or ectophytic. Means after infection, the fungus may be inside the host or it may be outside the host. There are several fungi, they are endoparasites. Means after infection to the host, they spread inside the host tissue and symptoms are seen outside the host. They are endoparasites. And the endoparasites are, again, it may be intercellular or intracellular. Initially, most of the fungi, the parasitic fungi, endophytic fungi, they remain between the cells, and later on they become intracellular. Okay. And some pathogenic fungi, they are ectoparasites. Ectoparasites fungi, the most of the powdery mildew pathogens, they are ectoparasites, because when they attack to the plant, they are visible on the surface of the infected plant. They are visible. Such ectoparasitic fungi, they produces food sucking organs. The hyphal threads of this ectoparasitic fungi, they produces many small pointed knob-like structures for absorption of the food material from the host, and they spread on the outer surface of the host, but absorb food from the host. Okay. The parasitic fungus infect the plants and causes diseases. The fungi are host specific in nature because a specific nutrition required by fungi. For example, we see in the wilt disease of pigeon pea, the pathogenic organism which is responsible for wilt disease of pigeon pea, that is Fusarium oxysporum form species Kajani, that grow inside the vessels of the host. Inside the vessel its nutrition is present. That nutrition is required by the pathogen that do not occurs on any other part. In very severe cases it occurs everywhere, but that is the host nutrition specificity in the pathogen. Okay, and they are host specific in nature. The pathogens are fungal pathogens are most of the fungal pathogens, they are host specific in nature. Okay, the fact fungal pathogen produces different types of symptoms, and when the symptoms are produced after interaction of the host and pathogen, a specific type of symptoms are produced. How the entry of pathogen takes place into the host? The entry of the pathogen mostly takes place through stomata, which are natural openings, or hadathors. Hadathors, these are also natural openings occur in plant, or the insect injuries. Insects feed on cell sap. Insects visit to the crop plants, and the injuries are caused on the epidermis. Through that, whenever the pathogen comes in contact with the leaf, through the insect injury, it can easily enter into the host tissue. But some plant pathogenic fungi, they produce enzymes, cell wall degradating enzymes. Such in this way the entry of pathogen takes place inside the host. After entry into the host, the pathogen grows between the cells, that those hyphae are intercellular hyphae, and absorb food material by sending food sucking organs, that is called haustoria. Even though haustoria is considered, haustoria are specific for different types of fungi. There are different shapes of haustoria produced by fungi. In severe cases of disease development, the pathogen becomes intracellular. And another group of fungi, that is saprophytic forms of fungi, they are responsible for deterioration of stored grains. Many saprophytic fungi, they cause post-harvest diseases of fruits, vegetables, etc. And they survive. The saprophytic fungi, they survive on any type of dead organic matter. Which are the saprophytic fungi? Example, the Aspergillus, Penicillium, Rhizopus, Mucor, Fusarium. All these are the saprophytic fungi. And some are facultative parasites like Pythium, Colutotrichum, and Phytophthora, etc. The facultative parasites cause diseases to plant, but in absence of host plant, they survive in soil on affected plant material. Example, Alternaria, Fusarium, Penicillium, etc. The obligate parasites, it is group of fungi which require only living host plant for their survival, for their growth and development and multiplication. Such group of fungi, that they are described as obligate parasite, and these obligate parasites require only living host plant. Even in the bacterial pathogens, there are some obligate parasites like Xanthomonas citra, etc. The obligate parasites of plants are the rust disease causing fungi, that is Puccinia graminis, which causes rust disease of wheat. The rust disease causing fungi, they are obligate parasite. They require a living host plant for their life cycle, for their survival and multiplication. What is the source of parasitic fungi? Where they occurs? Source of parasitic fungi. Air is the source of parasitic fungi. Several types of spores, Zoospores are easily carried away, blown away by air. Air is source of fungi, fungal spores, etc. Soil is the main source of fungi because after harvest of the crop, the plant debris that fell off, infected plant debris fell off in the field, and that remains in the field, and that retain the inoculum potential, which is enough for the infection to the next year's crop. And seeds are the another seeds or seed stalks are the is the source of parasitic fungi. Okay. And host specific nature means some fungi they require a specific type of host, and host specific nature in fungi is there. For example, Fusarium oxysporum form species Kajani do not cause wilt disease of any other plant. Okay. Specific symptoms are developed by the fungi, and for example, Helminthosporium origii, that which causes rectangular spots on the rice, and early blight of tomato, which is caused by Alternaria solani, that causes spots on leaf, which consist of concentric rings. Ticca disease of groundnut, in which the Cercospora reacidicola, which causes there are two species of Cercospora causes ticca disease, and the spots are of typical shape, and which are having yellow hollow. As such, a specific type of symptoms are developed by fungi. And next, saprophytic fungi. These are the fungi which is always present in soil, air, in humid environment. These are very common and responsible for heavy losses of the grains, stored grains, or harvested fruits and harvested vegetables. Even the foodstuffs or food, prepared food, pickles, it is deteriorated by saprophytic fungi. Next, symptoms caused by fungi. Many types of symptoms. The fungal parasites produces different types of symptoms like leaf spots. Different types of leaf spot, again there are different types of colors of spots are caused. Powdery mildews, powder like mildews are the pathogens in which the pathogen is we can see with naked eye. Mildews are the pathogens which we can see external to the host surface. Those are called mildews. And again there are two types of mildew, that is powdery mildew and downy mildew. Powdery mildew, it occurs on all parts of the plant except root system, and downy mildew mostly occurs on the lower surface of the leaf, but in severe cases the entire plant gets affected, shows the downy mildew growth. Downy mildew of grapes we have studied. Downy mildew of grape, which is caused by Plasmopara viticola, and in powdery mildew of several plants it is caused by Erysife polygony. Okay. Blast disease. Blast, it is one of the type of symptoms. And chlorosis, yellowing of chlorophyll. Chlorosis, yellow spots are formed on the leaf. Yellow spots, that is because of the interaction of the pathogen. The chlorophyll gets disturbed in the cell, and external to the leaf, infected leaf, yellow spot is developed, that is chlorosis. Okay. Downy mildew, just I discussed. And blight, it is one of the symptom. Patches of dead tissue, that is called blight symptom. Okay. Initially what happens after infection, small spots are developed. Gradually all the spots increase in size and they get mixed, or they coalesce to form a large blighted area. Late blight of potato, we know. Late blight disease of potato, Phytophthora infestans. Okay. And heavy losses are caused by blight disease. And rot disease mostly caused by the saprophytic fungi. Rot diseases are very common in post harvest vegetables as well as fruits. Okay. Again the rot may be wet or rot may be dry rot is mostly caused by Fusarium, and wet rot is caused by Mucor, Rhizopus, Aspergillus. All species of Aspergillus causes rot disease. But the fruit, how they get infected, whenever during transportation the fruits get injured, and through the injury the spores enter into the fruit and rot occurs. Okay, wilt it is one of the symptom. In case of wilt, the pathogen, for example, in case of wilt disease of pigeon pea, the pathogen Fusarium oxysporum form species Kajani enters through the root hairs, and through the root it occupy the entire pipeline of the plant, that is vascular tissue of the plant, and vascular tissue get blocked because of the excess growth of pathogen inside, and because of blockage there is no supply of the water to the upper part of the plant, and gradually such plant dry up, all the leaves gradually lose their turgidity and hang down, all the defoliation of heavy defoliation occurs, and at last the entire plant remains in the field, a dried plant which is easily identified in the field. Okay, and seedling blight disease, again seedlings are get dried because of the pathogenic organism, and that is the blight symptom. Blight is the symptom consists of dead tissue. Again, ergot disease, the grains are modified to ergot. Okay, in bajra, example, in bajra ergot bodies are developed. The pathogen is mostly seed borne or soil borne. It enters into the host, but that do not show any symptom up to the ear formation. After formation of ear, the grains are replaced by the fungal pathogen, and such as horny ergot bodies are developed in bajra, and that pathogen, the pathogen responsible for ergot disease, it is Claviceps purpurea. Okay. Next, anthracnose disease, anthracnose of mango, anthracnose disease of cotton. It is mostly anthracnose. The sunken dark black spots are developed on the fruit or stem or leaf, and that anthracnose causing pathogen is Colitotrichum. Okay. And the example of fungal diseases are kernel burnt, blast of rice, rust of wheat, brown spot of rice which is caused by Helminthosporium origi, rust of wheat caused by Puccinia graminis, downy mildew of rice, ergot of bajra, pigeon pea blight, wilt of cotton. Pigeon pea blight, it is caused by Phytophthora dressleri, wilt of cotton, lead blight of potato, Phytophthora infestans, form of cyst blight of brinjal, penicillium rot of amla, apples. All these are the diseases which are having different types of symptoms. Very typical symptoms are produced by the fungi. They are easily identified by one of the expert plant pathologists. Okay, next. This is the group of bacterial diseases of plant, and the plant pathogenic bacteria are many bacterial pathogens, bacteria, many types of bacteria causes plant diseases. The bacterial pathogens are unicellular, mostly they are prokaryotic cells. The main symptoms caused by bacterial pathogens are watery rot of fruit, wet rot of fruit or watery rot of fruit, vegetable or rhizome rot of fruit, and sometimes cankerous growth occurs on the affected region of the plant. The bacterial pathogens also host specific in nature, and the diseases caused by bacterial pathogens, they are citrus canker, blight of paddy, etc. Okay. Citrus canker disease, it is one of the example of bacterial disease of citrus, and it is caused by Xanthomonas citra. It is an obligate parasite. Okay. And Pseudomonas, one more bacterial pathogen which causes diseases of plants. Okay. Viral diseases of plants. The viral pathogens are obligate parasites. They strictly require a living host plant for their survival. In absence of living host plant, they do not multiply, do not survive. Okay. These becomes active or multiply only in living host cell. Those are therefore it is obligate parasite. Outside the host plant, viruses resemble an amorphous powder. The symptoms produced by viruses are mosaic. The symptoms are very typical. We can easily identify it is the symptom of viral disease like that. Mosaic symptom, leaf curling, yellowing of leaf. These are the symptoms which are caused by the viral pathogens. The diseases of plant diseases of viral plant diseases which are caused by viruses are bean mosaic disease, papaya mosaic, tobacco mosaic disease. The bean mosaic, the causal organism is given, name to the causal organism is given on the by using the name of host, because these are very small in size, very difficult to separate morphologically. Hence the names are given like this on the by taking the name of the host. Okay, mosaic is the symptom which is caused by viral pathogen. The mosaic symptoms occurs only on the host leaf, in which the leaf surface becomes tough, the veins turn yellowish, the leaf surface gets divided into cube-like structures, the wholly infected leaf gets abnormally folded. Next. There is a mycoplasma diseases of plants. Mycoplasma, it is a smaller than virus, and it is a very small pathogenic organism without cell wall. The mycoplasma is free living parasitic organism which resemble to a bacterial cell. It is a polymorphic spherical body about 10 mm in diameter or large. It occurs in different forms. The parasitic forms of mycoplasma cause diseases of plants. The plant diseases caused by mycoplasma are apple proliferation, papaya bunch top, aster yellow disease, blueberry stunt, brinjal little leaf of brinjal. We have there is this topic is included in our syllabus. Cherry, buckskin, clover dwarf, citrus stubborn disease, and witch's broom disease, pea yellow dwarf disease. All these are different names of diseases of different types of plants which are caused by mycoplasma. All the diseases of plant of family caused by mycoplasma are grouped under the title mycoplasmal diseases of plants. Okay, next. Nematodal diseases of plants. The nematodal parasites are widely present in soil, fresh water and marine water. Nematodes are the only plant parasite which belong to the animal kingdom. There are several hundred species of nematodes attack plants as a parasite and cause a variety of diseases, and heavy losses are caused. The characteristic features of plant parasitic nematodes are excretory canals present, terminal excretory duct cutinized, caudal glands absent, and amphids usually minute, pore-like and cephalic in position, sensory organs papilloid, hypodermal glands absent, male male with or without caudal alley. These are the characteristics of nematodal pathogenic organism. Next. These are the symptoms caused by nematodes. The symptoms caused by soil-borne nematodes are root galls, root knots, root lesion, excessive root branching, injured root tips. The nematodes which attack the aerial part of the plant may cause discoloration, necrosis, blotches, spots, distortion and galls on the leaf, stem and seed. The buds, growing points of the plant and flowering primordial are attacked by some nematodes, causing abnormal growth of the affected region. The following are the nematodal diseases of plants. Root knot disease of vegetable, which is very common. It is caused by a nematode Meloidogyne species. Molaya disease of barley and wheat, that is caused by Heterodera aveni. Citrus nematode, it is very common. Tylenculus species. Ear cockle of wheat, Angunia tritici. Soybean cyst nematode, Heterodora species, etc. These are the different nematodes which causes the diseases of several types of plants. Diseases caused by angiospermic parasites. Angiosperms are the flowering plants, but because of some deficiency in those plants, they are parasitic on another higher plants, another flowering plants. There are some flowering plants which are parasitic and on other economically important plants which cause heavy loss of the yield. They are totally parasitic or partially parasitic. About 2500 species of flowering plants are known to parasite on other plants. They cause diseases to other plants. The flowering parasites produce flowers, seeds, but are dependent on other plants for mineral supply. Next, angiosperms as plant parasites. The parasitic flowering plants belong to the families. The plants of which family causes disease? The parasitic flowering plants belong to the families Loranthaceae, Convolvulaceae, Scrofulariaceae, Orobranchaceae, Lauraceae, Santalaceae, and Balanophoraceae. These are the families in which the angiospermic plant parasites are included. Some have chlorophyll but no roots. Others like dodder have little or no chlorophyll, no true roots. Relatively few of the known parasitic higher plant causes important diseases of agricultural crops or forest trees. Some of these parasites attack roots of the host while others attack the stems, and the example of parasitic flowering plants are Cuscuta, very common, Cuscuta, Loranthus, Orobranchi, and Striga. These are the plants, these are the angiospermic plant, parasitic plant. These are the angiospermic plant, but these are the parasitic on other flowering plants. Okay. Thank you very much. Save trees, save earth.